Hi everybody, welcome once again, and in today's video I will explain you the concept of long run supply curve of the industry. First we have increasing cost industry. In case of increasing cost industry, as the market expands and there is entry of new firms, the price of inputs used in the production process will increase. So in case of increasing cost industry, the cost curve shifts upward with the expansion of the industry. Basic reason for the same is external economies and diseconomies. So external economies are different from internal economies. Internal economies are firm specific, whereas external economies are industry specific, not firm specific. So basically we can say external diseconomies are greater than external economies, and as a result the overall net diseconomies will shift the long run average cost curve upwards when new firms join the industry. So here the long run price is P, and as we can see here that this price is equal to the long run average cost, and given the demand condition, this is a long run price for the firm. Now suppose that there is an increase in demand for the product due to certain reasons. Maybe there is increase in income of the consumers in case of a normal good, or maybe there is increase in population. So the demand curve shifts rightward. The demand for the product rises in the market. This will lead to an increase in the price of the product. The price of the product increases to P1. Now at this price P1, the firm is in equilibrium at this point E1. Earlier it was point E. Now at this price of E1, the firm is earning excess profits or supernormal profits to the extent of AE1. The firm is earning this much amount of excess profit because the new price for the firm here is P1. As we know that profit is price minus average total cost times the quantity. So we can represent profit as price minus average total cost multiplied by quantity. This we have done in the earlier videos. So in this case, this amount of profit, this is the per unit amount of profit that the firm is earning, excess profit, and therefore new firms will enter the market. They will be attracted by this excess profit in the market, and they will now enter the market, leading to increase in the overall supply in the market. But at the same time, since this is a case of increasing cost industry with the entry of new firms in the market, the long run average cost curve will shift upward. So as a result of external diseconomies, the cost curve shifts upward from SAC and LAC to SAC1 and LAC1. Now, new firms will keep entering this industry because of supernormal profits attracted by the supernormal profit, and will shift from S1 to S2, and at this equilibrium point, this new equilibrium point, price P2 is determined, and here as we can see that at this price P2, the firm is just earning normal profit. So the supernormal profits are now wiped out because of entry of new firms, and the firm again start earning zero economic profit, or basically we can say that the firm start earning normal profit because again price and long run average cost are equal to each other at this point, at this new equilibrium point E1. Now, if we join these 2 points, this point E and this point E1, we get our long run supply curve for increasing cost industry, which is upward sloping, which represents that as price increases, the quantity supplied increases. So in case of increasing cost industry, the long run supply curve is upward sloping, positively sloped. And as far as the firm is concerned here, in case of increasing cost industry, the final output for the firm may increase, it may decrease, or it may remain same based on the cost curves, based on the shifts in the cost curve. Here I have assumed that the final output for the firm will remain same as it was in the initial position, as it was at the initial price P. Both market price as well as the market output and the number of firms will increase in case of increasing cost industry. In case of decreasing cost industry, external economies outweigh the external diseconomies, so there is a decline in the production cost of the firm as industry expands. So in this case, again, starting from the initial position, the price as determined by market forces of demand and supply is P, and at this price, the firm is earning normal profit. And in case there is increase in demand in the market, the price rises, and at this new price, P1, the firm starts earning excess profit to the extent of AE1. Now, attracted by the excess profits, new firms will be entering the market, and this will lead to an increase in market supply. But at the same time, since we have considered here a case of decreasing cost industry, with increase in number of firms in the market, there will be a fall in the cost, and this will lead to a downward shift in the cost curves. Now at this price of P1, the firm is earning per unit profit of AE, and attracted by this profit, excess profit, new firms will be entering the industry, and this will lead to increase in the overall market supply from S to S1. And since we have taken into consideration the case of decreasing cost industry, with expansion of the market, there will be a downward shift in the cost curves, and the price will decrease from P to P2 here. And the cost curves will shift downward. New price of P2, the firm is again earning normal profit, and all the excess profits are wiped out. And now if we join these 2 points E1 and E2, we get our long run supply curve for decreasing cost industry, which is a negatively sloped curve. An industry is said to be constant cost industry when industry's expansion leads to neither external economies or diseconomies, or even if external economies or diseconomies occur, they cancel each other, so the net effect on cost is zero. So that means there will be no shift in cost curve in case of constant cost industry. Here, as we can see, that the price as determined by intersection of market demand and market supply is P, and at this price, the long run average cost of the firm is equal to the price. So we can say that this is a long run position for the firm. Or in this case, if new firms enter the industry, there will be no change or no shift in the cost curve. So let's say that the demand curve shifts rightward, the price of the product will remain, it will increase to P1, and at this price P1, this is the new equilibrium position for the firm, and at this new price of P1, the firm will be earning excess profit to the extent of AE1. The firm starts earning supernormal profit. Per unit profit here is AE1. So new firms will be attracted by this excess profit, and when new firms will enter the industry, will expand, and in this case, but now there will be no change in the cost curves because constant cost industry. But there will be an increase in this short-run supply curve. As a result of increase in market supply, the final equilibrium is established at this point E2. As we can see here that there will be an increase in the output of the industry, but there will be no change in the price. In the long run, the firm starts earning normal profit. The firm is again back to its position from where it started, basically from the position of normal profit, and finally it again starts earning normal profit in the long run. And if we join these 2 points, we get our long run supply curve, which is a horizontal supply curve, and which represents that in case of constant cost industry, when the firm expands, though there will be an increase in the output, but there will be no change in the price. So this is the long run supply curve in case of constant cost industry.